All right, everybody. We are at Merido, which is number 13 in Latin America, and I want to say like 28 in the world. So this is a very popular restaurant. It's funny that I actually walked by it and I was like, oh, this is like a cool restaurant to go to. I like seeing the chefs in the window kind of cooking, and boom, now I'm here trying it out, another top ranked restaurant. So, you know, we want to kick this off with why did I order it? This drink right here, you don't really see the inside of it, but you know, as you can kind of get a glimpse of here without me kind of tipping it over too much, it's the called the Cherimoya. Now, Cherimoya is a custard apple. It's a sugar apple in other places that it's known for. I literally have to have Cherimoya because first time I had it was actually in Peru. Now, when I had this Cherimoya, I thought it was the craziest looking thing, and it didn't look anything like an apple. So if you see what a Cherimoya looks like, it's this big green ball that you break open and suck the white seeds out and everything, pause. So I want to go ahead and give this a try. It has Cherimoya juice, grapefruit, and pisco. Three things that are amazing. You can't really beat that. So let's go ahead and give it a try real quick. Ooh. Interesting enough, the pisco is very strong in there. I'm definitely gonna be fucked up off that drink. I taste the sourness of the grapefruit, but it's not the grapefruit bitterness mixed with the Cherimoya, and the Cherimoya is very, very sweet. It's very creamy. The texture of it, it's throwing me for a fucking whirlwind right now. Like, it is blowing my mind what this drink is actually doing. And then for some reason, there's a spice to it, and I don't know where the spice is coming from. That's why I think it might be the type of pisco that's in it, but it's pretty tasty. It's pretty tasty, and it's strong, you know? So if you like a very strong liquor forward drink, that is also kind of sweetened with that fruit instead of just being like a bunch of sugar being poured into it, it's actually a very quality drink, so I really like that. Now, what we're also going to try is a vodka highball. The reason why this is ordered is because it has yacon. Now, yacon is an actual root in Peru, and you can kind of see the candy of yacon, as you can see here. The candy one on top of the drink is looking very clarified. It looks bubbly, so I'm very interested in like what this may taste like, because earlier I had a yacon syrup in the drink, and the yacon syrup is also poured on picarones. So the yacon syrup is very dark, so I'm interested to see like where the yacon comes from, you know. So you have yacon, vodka, and there was one more ingredient here too. So I'm just gonna give this a quick little whirl. All right. The yacon drink is earthy, and it has like a taste of like celery, like a note of celery in it. So I'm interested to know where that's coming from. But it's a very earthy drink, but it is tasty. I love the lightness of it. I love the freshness of it. It's not strong at all, you know. So again, it's a very interesting drink, but that's what we're starting off with. And when you come here, they actually start you with a drink menu. So they basically telling you straight up, yo ass gonna start off with a drink. And they give us these very cool, beautiful, slim, slender plates. It's a very interesting place so far, man. So I'm interested to see what the food is gonna be tasting like. We got. So what we have here is called a crab papy. So what's interesting about this is, let me show y'all. We have a mame chip. You see how thin it is. We have a mame chip that then has crab inside of it, and it's very sticky. You have coconut foam, and you have an Amazonian fruit called coconut. And I just had a juice with it too. And that's these little yellow strips that you see right here. And then on top of it, I want to say it's like chachura or whatever, some type of like roe or like fruit or whatever. You're supposed to eat this in one bite. It's a snack, so let's go. Let me start by saying using a mame chip is just sheer genius. The sweetness, the crispiness, the coconut foam adding to that freshness, the coconut adding to the refreshing, the sourness coming from the roe or the cuchara. It has a vinegary back taste. Then the crab meat brings this sea-like flavor. Like, it really felt like I was just swimming in the ocean right now, in the Peruvian ocean. That was fruity, savory. It was a very great snack. So I'm mad it was a one biter. I needed about 5, 6 of them motherfuckers. So y'all had it there. Now we got more coming. We have the octopus starter, as you can see. Now you can't maybe not see, but it has chachura, which is like these little balls that you see right here. You have the octopus that's laid on a bed of Peruvian peppers, which I'm very excited to try. And then, I'm not too sure what these little chip things are, but we'll find out. We're gonna find out. All right, you ready? I love foods that you eat with your hands because it's like, it allows a sense of playfulness, you know? That's really dope. So let's just get into this. He said eat with your hands, man. I'm gonna do exactly, oh God. All right, here we go. Yo, that gotta be okra. I gotta ask him. That octopus, the spice, the creaminess on the bottom. I don't really taste too much of the cuchara, but like this little chip thing, man, that octopus is seasoned to perfection. Like, that is ridiculously good. Saltiness, like a barbecue type taste to it on the grill. The chip, I love food that makes you understand the textures that is given and the gaminess of the octopus, the chip, the gooiness, and that sauce is amazing. It's literally like a barbecue octopus, but like elevated on a whole different level. And the puree at the bottom with the Peruvian peppers is not too spicy, but it has like a kick on the aftertaste. Man, that's 10 out of 10, man. That's a starter for you. Oh my God. Come on, baby. All right, so quick update. This little chip is not okra. It's consudo, and consudo is actually an algae, and the little balls are actually made of yacon. The creativity is off the charts. Who would have thought? This tastes like okra, bro. What?
It's the Indian-style curry made of Amazonian products, complement with the coconut and cardamom foam for mixes with the curry, and the nam made of arracacha. Yeah? The idea is to broke the bread for mixes with the cream and enjoy it.
Nice, thank you. This curry looks amazing. They give you a coconut foam to go with it, and almost like a little Indian bread thing going on here. That it's actually not as crispy. It's not as like a chippy as you would think. So I want to take some of this, and I was told to, I think, take some of this curry from this fish, put it in there, which I probably could have did this way better, you know. And then take some of this coconut foam, put it in there, And let me see here. So we're gonna give the first bite. There is no way. There is no way. I'm gonna give this one quickly because I gotta eat this. The curry is probably one of the best curries I've had. Whatever that bread was, it was like not crispy, but just the right amount of doughy. The fish was super flaky, the fish was super moist. And with the curry, at the bottom, it's more like a masamam curry. But this like coconut foam brought it together. Oh my God. That was like a... I have no more questions, man. I'm getting to this. I'm sorry. That was amazing. I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm gonna see y'all later on this.
Dip everything in?
Mm-hmm. I'm not even gonna hold you. The coconut foam had like a lime salt on it that was just incredibly genius. Of the and then the fish with the chard and the fish is like made seasoned with the curry, and then you have a curry sauce. So you're getting two versions of this curry, two flavor aspects, and then you have the savoriness of the coconut foam instead of, like, you know, they have coconut curry, but like adding that on there just made it so refreshing. It made it, the foam, the textures of the bread to the meat of the charred fish, and you can see those charred grill marks on it. Oh my God. All right, y'all, so we have another drink that is ordered here. We have the Sacho Mate, which is a riff on a Martini. So it's simple. You have three ingredients. You have vodka, you have Sacho Mate, and the reason why I ordered it is because Sacho Mate is actually like a Peruvian fruit. It's kind of like a tomato. Remember, like you've seen like them little orange tomatoes, but it's very like kind of like sour. And you have spices that are in here that they don't say, but I can taste it, and it's giving a little bit of, you know. Also, let me see. Let me taste it one more time. I love how chilled it is. Number one, is the spices in it. It's like a little bit of spice, you know, like a pepper, maybe like a little bit like it has like an allspice note, but I don't think they have allspice in it, like pimento spices. But for it to be a riff on a martini, it tastes like 10 times better than a martini. And I might be because of, like, you know, it doesn't have that vermouth feel, but it has everything that it needs. So it's a very good drink. So. Oh yeah. All right, so what we have here is one of the most popular dishes in this place. We have the pork belly that is in a sauce. As you can see here, it looks really good, you know. Then you have a avocado and cilantro sauce. You have a little bit of pepper on top of that. So here, this is the most interesting one too, is we have, if I can get focused. So here we have yacon, pickled yacon, and then we have pickled squash. So really like tubers and stuff like that. That's really good. And then I don't know, does it have another sauce here? But we also have these like arepas. So the head chef is actually Venezuelan. So what was suggested to me is to actually take this arepa, you know, which I'm gonna try to cut open. And it's to basically make you a little sandwich. Fill it up, you know, fill it up with meat. Pause. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna put that pork belly in there, you know, stuff it in. Then we're gonna take one of these pickled tubers. It might be squash, it might be the radish, it might be the yacon. And then we're gonna take a little bit of that, avocado cilantro sauce there. And then we're gonna have just a little bit of this other sauce that I didn't hear her describe. We're gonna take a little bite. First bite, baby. Give me time to enjoy this. When I tell you the chef's a genius, I don't know what sauce it is, but it's sweet, it's tangy, reminds me of tamarind. When you eat it, your tongue hits whatever you put on top first. And it hits this avocado cilantro sauce, so your mind goes, you're in the forest of just freshness. Then you bite into it a little bit more, and you get this pickle taste. Remember, I love when flavors change as you chew. So you're chewing, you get this pickle taste, that tastes amazing, and that's the yacon or the squash. And then you get this like sweet savory, which is this other sauce. And every time you bite into it, it mixes together even more. And it just creates this like awesome flavor. It's really ridiculous. Like I would have never thought. And again, I like it when fine dining has you eating with your hands. It has you playing with different flavors. You don't have to put the sauce on there, but when you do, it really creates this experience where your neurons in your brain are going boom, 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 boom. Like it's connecting these different flavors to make it all like just a complete meal. And to have like an arepa part of it and using these Peruvian ingredients, you know, to kind of give a more, because pork belly is very definitely a Venezuelan type of thing, you know. Kudos to the chefs, man. This is a 10 out of 10 experience. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man, and we're gonna keep this going. What's amazing about this place is like the chef almost like you're eating like a barbecue, but it's like a Venezuelan high-class barbecue with Peruvian flavors. It just brings things together that's like you just wouldn't think it comes together, but it really comes together and makes this just amazing meal. But I love how casual it feels, you know? It's very elevated, it's very, artistic. The technique is there. The intention behind the flavors is there, the textures, but you're giving pork belly barbecue like in an arepa, and you're making it like the most amazing thing. It's crazy. So we have the famous chocolate rock. We have a Cherimoya dessert going on with butter and all this goodiness. So we have this chocolate rock here. I've been so excited for this, and I can't wait to like break into it. All right, we have this chocolate rock. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to like break into this. So we have, all right, 1, 2, 3. Achoo! Oh, it's actually kind of rocky. Oh God. Can y'all hear this? Hold on, I need y'all to hear this. That is like, oh, okay. I was about to try to really break this. It's actually brownie mousse in the middle and white chocolate, and you pretty much see it here. So let me oh God, let me give it the first taste. It's like a chocolate ice cream brownie. I'm happy about this chocolate rock. Chocolate brownie mousse, white chocolate, Peruvian chocolate. It's a win. That concludes this. Is it worth it? I'm gonna go, yeah. It made me smile, so it was worth it. Everything was worth it. So Merito, more to come. We'll see y'all later. All right, so we're gonna try this Cherimoya has goat cheese cream with the Cherimoya paper, as you can see, and the Cherimoya fruit. I want to give this a try. So, what makes this interesting is the sweetness of the Cherimoya, but also the butteriness of it, because it's grilled on butter. When you take a fruit, make it butter, the sweetness comes together, it's a win. I don't know, I'm tearing it up. It's a win. I was skeptical, but that was surprisingly very good. So overall, man, yeah, everything was worth it. Everything had a smile on my face. There was a different level of creativity when it came to all the dishes. The drinks were amazing. The ambiance in here is amazing. It takes casual food, Venezuelan food, and it uses that Peruvian, Amazonian spices, and just brings you something that your imagination wouldn't think about when it comes to the casual food. Like the Cherimoya is the apple that I go buy off the street in Peru. Chocolate, but then making it into a rock and giving us this different flavor and texture of chocolate, and different like methods, like the powder to the mousse to the white chocolate to the hard exterior. The butteriness of that Cherimoya, the casualness of like a pork belly, but making it with the different Amazon herbs, right? And it being a barbecue pork belly. The octopus, you know, like there's so many different pieces of this menu that is casual, but elevated. And to me, that's really inspiring. And I would say, is it worth it or not? Man, 9 out of 10, it is definitely worth it, you know? And I think it's worth it to the casual diner. Like, I think when I express myself about Central, I think it's a certain type of person that wants to go to Central and will appreciate it. I think with this place, anybody can come here and appreciate it and really have a good time, really enjoy the music, the ambiance, the service, and the food. You know, it's not overly intimidating, but it is elevated. So, you know, it's worth it. It is worth it. So, you know, definitely come check out Merito. If you want a different taste and a different flavor in a casual way, but an elevated way. All right.